Imagine closing your eyes tonight and feeling something you haven't felt in years, certainty. Not the soft kind that fades when your alarm rings, but the steady kind, the steel in your spine kind. Imagine waking tomorrow with a quiet power, as if your future had been decided while you slept, because in a way it was. You whispered a command into the dark, and the dark whispered back, yes. Now ask yourself, and be honest, do you wake with that power, or do you wake with a knot in your chest? Do you rise like a builder of destiny, or do you rise like a man who must negotiate with his own doubt just to leave the bed? Tonight, everything can change. Not because life will suddenly become easy, but because you will finally speak to the part of you that never sleeps, the mind behind your mind, the one Napoleon Hill called into service with a few simple words, repeated with emotion, repeated with faith, repeated until the subconscious had nothing left to do but obey. This is not entertainment. This is a line in the sand. If you are tired of drifting, tired of lying to yourself, tired of carrying the weight of unmade decisions, then give me your attention like your future depends on it, because it does. The sentence you speak before sleep becomes the life you build when you rise. The 1% do not leave that moment to chance. They end the day with command. Breathe and picture this. The streetlights outside, a quiet room, the day finally letting go. Your conscious mind loosens its grip. The gatekeeper gets drowsy. The vault door swings open. In that moment, the words you choose walk straight into the engine room. Most people carry in fear. They carry in worry, unpaid bills, old shame, imaginary arguments they keep rehearsing like a bad theater play. Then they wonder why tomorrow feels like yesterday wearing a new shirt. But the rare ones, the builders, carry in a blueprint. They carry in a single sentence that defines a target, anchors a time frame, and announces certainty. I earn abundantly by serving greatly. I move with calm power and decisive action. I build wealth with integrity and lead my family with strength. Simple words, said nightly, said like law, and the mind listens, the body follows, the world rearranges. Not overnight, not by magic, but by law. Hill's law of autosuggestion, the discipline of planting a thought so often that it becomes the instinct you live by. So tonight you will choose your sentence, not a wish, a command, and for 30 nights you will repeat it as if you were soldering a wire inside your spirit, because that is what you are doing, installing identity. Understand this and you'll never waste another year. Time doesn't change you, repetition does. You built your current life by repeating something, repeating doubt, repeating delay, repeating the habit of reaching for distraction when you promised yourself you'd reach for discipline. Repetition created the man standing in your mirror, and repetition can introduce you to the one you've wanted to meet. Hill studied men like Edison, Ford, Carnegie, men who didn't wait for courage to visit them. They trained it. Edison faced 10,000 failed trials, but his belief did not shiver because each night he rehearsed certainty. Ford was ridiculed for a vision no one else could see, but he refused to outsource his thinking to other people's limits. Carnegie built a habit of decisive self-command, reviewing his purpose with religious consistency. None of them owned a secret spell. They owned a system. A system is stronger than a mood. A sentence repeated nightly is stronger than 1,000 scattered promises in daylight. Your job is not to hope. Your job is to program. Your subconscious is not a critic. It is a builder. It builds with the bricks you hand it, and the bricks you hand it most often become the house you live in. Hand it fear, live in fear. Hand it order, live in order. Hand it purpose, live with power. This is why your last words at night matter more than your first cup of coffee in the morning. Coffee wakes the body. Command awakens the man. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the life you're building on purpose. Not the highlight reel, the daily reel. You wake calm, not limp calm. You know what you will do, and more importantly, you know why. Your phone doesn't own your first hour. Your mission does. Your family doesn't get your leftovers. They get your leadership. You speak less and decide more. You move with the rhythm of a man who knows where he is going. That life is not a prize you win one lucky afternoon. It is a byproduct of inner order, clarity of aim, clarity of identity, clarity of discipline. It is the life a man creates when he repeats a definite chief aim until every cell obeys. So tonight you will craft your sentence with 3 pieces: aim, time frame, certainty. Do not say, I want to be rich. The subconscious ignores beggars. Say, I earn $100,000 per month by multiplying value, and I begin now. Do not say, I hope to be confident. Say, I move with calm power, speak with clarity, and decide without delay. Do not drift through fog. Choose the mountain, put a flag at the top, give yourself a date, then speak it like law. If doubt rises, let it rise and pass like a cloud. Your voice outlasts clouds. Your voice is the weather system now. When Hill wrote of autosuggestion, he did not mean wallpaper quotes. He meant emotionalized belief statements you speak with enough feeling that your subconscious treats them as orders. Emotion is the ink. Repetition is the pen. Your identity is the page. Speak lukewarm words and nothing prints. Speak with heat and the page scorches with new lines. That is your task this month. Scorch the page. Each night, same time, same sentence, same fire. Sit in a quiet room. Turn the lights low or off. Sit upright like a man who commands, not a man who collapses. Breathe like a leader, slow, deep, unhurried. Then read your sentence out loud, not rushed, not mumbled, out loud, again and again. Let the voice that built excuses be replaced by the voice that builds futures. As you drift toward sleep, let the sentence be the last clear sound in your mind. If other thoughts knock, do not argue with them. Do not wrestle. Return to the sentence as if it were a lighthouse. Every return is a repetition. Every repetition is a strike of the hammer. Every strike shapes steel. You may ask, is one sentence really enough to change my life? Yes, if it changes your identity. A man does not act against his identity for long, so you will make the identity explicit. I am the man who creates wealth because I think, speak, and act with purpose. You are not faking. You are forging. You are not performing. You are programming. Think of Edwin C. Barnes, who declared not wish that he would go into business with Thomas Edison. He had no money and no credentials, but he had a sentence, and he repeated it until the world had no choice but to recognize the man it had already met in silence. Your world will do the same. At first it will test you. It will ask, do you mean it this time? It will place old temptations in new bottles. It will invite you to negotiate with your former self. Smile. Return to the sentence. Your new identity does not bargain with your old habits. It starves them. Now let's set your inner architecture with simple pillars. Mindset, you are not at the mercy of moods. You master the hour that decides the next day. Belief, you do not wait for evidence to believe. You believe until evidence arrives. Clarity, you speak one sentence because scattered language makes scattered lives. Vision, you picture the man who lives your sentence and you carry his posture into the morning. Purpose, you attach your sentence to service. Money follows value and value follows purpose. Discipline, you maintain a nightly ritual for 30 straight nights, no matter what. Action, you carry micro-proof into the day, one concrete step aligned to your sentence every morning before you touch your phone. Gratitude, you end each day thanking the opportunity to command your inner world. Gratitude sets the emotional tone that stamps the suggestion. Adaptability, you adjust tactics without changing the sentence. The aim remains, the route can flex. Resilience, you treat setbacks as feedback, not verdicts. Learning, you journal 5 lines each evening, what aligned, what drifted, what you will do differently, and then you return to the sentence. These pillars keep the ritual from being a soft wish. They make it a system. Pause and do something most men avoid. Feel what your family feels when you are uncertain. They may not say it, they may love you through it, but they feel the tremor. Children can hear the wobble in a father's voice. Partners can see the fog in a man's eyes. If you want to protect them, then protect your mind. No expensive gift replaces the provision of steady leadership. No someday replaces the power of now. When you master the final hour, you do more than shift your bank balance. You shift a bloodline. The confidence you rehearse becomes the confidence they learn. The calm you install becomes the home they live in. This is bigger than you. This is legacy work done in the silence no one sees and everyone feels. So when you are tempted to skip a night, picture their faces. Your discipline is not just personal development. It is generational design. Let's choose your sentence now. Keep it clean. Aim. Time frame. Certainty. Examples. I earn $50,000 per month serving 1,000 clients with honest solutions. I begin now. Or, I lead my family with calm strength and make decisive progress daily. Or, I move my body, train my mind, and multiply value. I am paid abundantly because I serve abundantly. Write yours, ink on paper. Sign your name under it like a contract. And because engagement sharpens commitment, drop your sentence or the core idea of it in the comments. Tell me the word in your sentence that makes your chest expand. That one word is your ignition. Share it so others feel the spark. Then tonight, speak it. Speak it until your shoulders lower. Speak it until your breathing matches your decision. Speak it until the edges of the day dissolve and only the sentence remains. There will be nights when fatigue tries to bargain. You will hear, just scroll a little. Just think about tomorrow's stress. Just skip tonight. Smile again. That voice is the bouncer for your old life. You do not argue with it, you out-repeat it. Repeat your sentence with a calm, steady tone. Repetition is not punishment, it is permission. Permission to become the man you chose in daylight and installed in darkness. Hill called this cosmic habit force, the law that whatever you repeat with feeling becomes automatic. It does not care whether you repeat fear or faith. It only obeys frequency. Tonight you choose frequency on purpose. Tonight your mind learns a new gravity. If fear appears, welcome it as a signal, not a stop sign. Fear says you are near the edge of who you've been. Good. Step over. Say, fear is my cue to act, and then act by repeating the sentence. If doubt asks for proof, show it your calendar, 30 check marks, 30 nights of command. If impatience wants fireworks, give it a blueprint. Bricks do not explode, they stack. Success is not confetti, it is construction. One sentence, one night, one more layer of identity. That is how men shift from average to immutable. That is how you stop wasting years by refusing to waste tonight. Picture Edison in his lab, the lamps low, the air heavy with failure, and yet electric with faith. Picture Ford alone with a dream no one could see but him. Picture Lincoln drafting conviction in silence before he ever spoke it into history. None of them had your phone. None of them had your distractions. They had nights, paper, belief, and repetition. So do you. The tools haven't changed as much as we pretend. A sentence repeated still moves mountains. Your mountain is waiting for your voice. The world bends for the man who bends himself first. In the morning, carry micro-proof. One act that says, I meant what I said last night. Make the call, send the proposal, go to the gym, read 10 pages, build the product, answer the tough email, refuse the cheap dopamine that erases hard-won conviction. Micro-proof turns identity into evidence, and evidence strengthens belief, and belief makes the sentence feel like memory. This is the loop that makes a year unrecognizable. And yes, you can begin with 5 minutes. 5 minutes done with full conviction beats 5 hours dreamed about and never begun. But do not stop at 5 minutes. Grow into the man whose default setting is movement. Motion is mercy for the mind. You will notice changes quickly if you are faithful. Your speech tightens, your posture changes. You interrupt fewer times because you are listening for solutions, not validation. You stop narrating your failures because you no longer identify with them. You stop seeking permission because your identity already granted it. You walk into rooms as a thermostat, not a thermometer. You set the tone. People will feel it. Opportunities will find it. Responsibility will respect it. None of this is mystical. It is mechanical. You are finally aligning thought, word, and deed. The inner court issues a ruling at night. The outer world carries it out by day. Gratitude is not a soft add-on to this process. It is an amplifier. When you close your day, thank the invisible work already underway. Thank the mind that never sleeps on your behalf. Thank the chance to lead your own life instead of renting it to opinion. Gratitude warms the sentence. A warm sentence prints deeper. So whisper, thank you, and then speak the command. The combination is rocket fuel. Humility with authority, softness with steel. That is the posture of a man people trust and pay. Adaptability will keep you from quitting when life interrupts. If a night goes sideways, you do not collapse the ritual, you compress it. Step outside, breathe, and repeat the sentence 3 times with full presence. If you are traveling, speak it on a balcony, in a bathroom, in your car. Privacy is convenience, not requirement. If the exact words begin to feel dry, do not change the aim. Change the tone, the emotion, the image you hold while speaking. The sentence stays, the fire varies. That is how you keep devotion, not boredom. Resilience is your promise to rise on schedule, even when results are slow. This is where most men surrender. They want harvest the same week they planted. They want applause for intention, not you. You will become a man so committed that even you are impressed with your quiet follow-through. And here is the secret. The moment you realize you can trust yourself, the world starts to trust you too. Money is energy that flows toward structure. Opportunity is a guest that visits homes with rules. Your nightly command is a house rule. This mind serves this aim. Signed, dated, reinforced nightly. Learning keeps your ritual sharp. Write 5 lines before the sentence. What did I do today that matched the man I'm becoming? Where did I drift? What will I improve tomorrow? Which distraction cost me the most? What one action will be my non-negotiable at sunrise? Then close the journal. Speak the sentence. Sleep like a man who handed a clear assignment to a loyal worker, because you did. Now I'll speak to the man who thinks, I've tried affirmations before. You didn't try this. You dabbled when you felt like it. You brought lukewarm words to a cold forge and wondered why the iron didn't bend. You mixed your command with complaint. You changed the sentence every few days. You negotiated with procrastination as if it were a friend, not a thief. That wasn't programming. That was dabbling. Tonight you stop dabbling. Tonight you decide. 1 sentence, 30 nights, same hour, same fire. If you miss, you restart the count, not to punish yourself, so the mind learns that your word has weight. This is the moment I ask for your voice. In the comments, post the one word that anchors your sentence. Serve, abundance, calm, decisive, builder, freedom. That word is your password into the new year. Say it out loud now. Feel how it changes your breathing. Feel how it changes your posture. Words are levers. Identity is the door. You are the one who pulls. The man you are today does not have to negotiate with the man you were yesterday. He can shake his hand, thank him for surviving, and then lead. You will feel grief as you outgrow old stories. Let them go. You will feel friction as you replace easy entertainment with meaningful command. Let it burn. You will feel resistance right before the breakthrough. Smile. That is the sound of an old cage rusting open. As night returns, make the room your temple. Sit like a king on a simple throne. Inhale through the nose, long and slow. Exhale through the mouth, longer and slower. Let the day's noise fall through the floor. Put a hand over your heart. Put a hand over your stomach. Feel the rhythm of a man who is calm and in control. Then read your sentence again, again, again. Whisper it once with tenderness. Speak it once with authority. Declare it once like a verdict. Then let sleep come as a loyal dog comes when its name is called. You have done your part. The mind will do the rest. And when morning breaks, do not break the bond. Before you touch your phone, touch your promise. Repeat the sentence once, then move one step that proves you meant it. 5 minutes of creation over consumption. 5 reps. 1 call. 1 page. 1 message. 1 brick. The day will try to pull you back into fog. Return to the sentence like a lighthouse. Every return is a repetition. Every repetition is another vote for the man you chose in the dark. If you ever doubt that this matters, visit your future in imagination. Stand beside your older self. Look into his eyes. Is he proud of your nights? Is he grateful that you refused to drift? Does he thank you for protecting the gate when no one watched? That man is waiting to meet you. He is built tonight. He is written tonight. He is repeated tonight. And he is worth the effort. Now listen closely. I will give you 4 anchor declarations you can weave into your ritual. Use them to fuel the sentence you wrote, not to replace it. I do not sleep in fear. I sleep in power. My thoughts tonight are my life tomorrow. I repeat only what I desire to become. Each night I command my mind. Each day my mind commands my life. Say them with weight. Feel the floor under your feet. Feel the stillness honoring your decision. The world outside can wait. Your inner court is in session. If you're still here, I know something about you. You are done wasting years in the waiting room. You are ready to enter the operating room and perform the identity surgery only you can perform. The instrument is simple, a sentence. The anesthesia is gratitude. The suture is repetition. The recovery is action. And the scar, it will look like a smile. So here is your final charge. Tonight, write your sentence by hand. Sign it. Read it out loud until your voice grows warm. Close your eyes and see yourself living it. See the email sent, the deal closed, the gym habit forged, the child lifted with laughter because dad's eyes are clear, the partner exhaling because your presence is finally steady. See the new bank statements. Yes, but more than that, see the new backbone. Then say thank you and sleep. When you wake, return here and comment the one action you took before you touched your phone. Not to impress anyone, to imprint your own mind with proof. We build a culture of doers here. We sharpen each other with clarity, with decision, with repeated identity. We are not motivational tourists. We are builders, brick men, word men, night men. And when this video ends, do not keep scrolling. That habit is the gatekeeper of your old life. Instead, set your alarm for your night command hour. Put your sentence on your nightstand. Tape it to your wall. Make it your phone's lock screen. Tell your household, I own the final hour. And then own it. For 30 nights, for 90, for life. You wanted a trick the 1% use? Here it is without mystery. They do not close the day in confusion. They close it in command. They don't fall asleep hoping. They fall asleep deciding. They don't ask their mind to guess. They give it orders and their life salutes. If this message struck something inside you, if you felt even a small uncoiling of strength, do something with it. Like this, so the algorithm sends more men into command. Comment your anchor word and your first morning action. Subscribe if you want this voice in your corner every week, reminding you of what you already know. You are not a passenger, you are the pilot. And pilots do not drift. They chart, they declare, they land. Close your eyes, breathe, speak the sentence. One more time with fire. I am the man who creates wealth because I think, speak, and act with purpose. Let it ring, let it root, let it run the night shift. When morning comes, rise like a verdict has been delivered, because it has, and it bears your signature. Now go, guard the gate, command the hour, build the year.